Canadian Tire Motorsport Park is a multi-track motorsport venue located north of Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada. The facility features a 2.459-mile, 10-turn road course, a 2.9 kilometers advanced driver and race driver training facility with a quarter-mile skid pad and a 1.5 kilometers kart track. The name Mosport is a contraction of motorsport, came from the enterprise formed to build the track. It is pronounced as the two words actually sound, Mosport. History: the circuit was the second purpose-built road race course in Canada after Westwood Motorsport Park in Coquitlam, British Columbia, succeeding Edenvale, Port Albert, Ontario's Green Acres, and Nanticoke, Ontario's Harewood Acres, all airport circuits, as Ontario racing venues. The track was designed and built in the late 1950s. The first race to be held on the track was a local event organized by the Oakville Light Car Club in June 1961. Shortly thereafter, on June 35, the venue held its first major race, the Players 200, a sports car race bringing drivers from the world over to rural Ontario. Sterling Moss won the two-heat event in a Lotus 19. Second was Joachim Bonnier with Olivier Genderby, and third. The proposed hairpin was expanded into two discrete corners, to be of greater challenge to the drivers and more interesting for the spectators, at his suggestion, and is named Moss Corner in his honor. This is a source of lingering confusion as many people call the track Mosport. Mosport has had a succession of owners since the original public company created to build the track. Two of those prior owners, Norm Namerow and Harvey Hughes, have both been inducted into the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame for the contribution to the sport in Canada. In 1998, Panos Motorsports purchased the facility, and in 1999, the newly formed American Le Mans Series visited Mosport for the first time. For 2001, the entire circuit was repaved to meet FIA specifications, and is now 42 feet wide. Drivers were consulted to ensure the character of the old track was kept. Almost all the racing lines have been maintained. Mosport achieved acclaim though a series of international sports car races under the title Canadian Grand Prix, normally reserved for Formula One races. Many events were wildly popular, breaking Canadian sports attendance records with each successive race. The success of these races led Mosport to be seen as a key component in the founding of the Can-Am series. The Can-Am first visited the track in its inaugural season in 1966, and Mosport hosted at least one event in every year of the series' history, except 1968. In 1967, Canada's centennial year, Mosport hosted Formula One, USAC, and a 500cc motorcycle Grand Prix. F1's Grand Prix of Canada remained at the track until 1977. Mosport has hosted a wide variety of series throughout its history. The circuit has held Formula One, USAC, World Sports Car Championship, Can-Am, Formula 5000, and many other sports car open-wheel and motorcycle series. Mosport has had several fatalities, both track crew, drivers, and riders, the most recognized being German Formula One driver Manfred Winkelhock, who was killed in 1985 when his Porsche 962C crashed into a concrete wall. The most recent fatality at the track was in 2008 during the 29th annual Vintage Automobile Racing Association of Canada Racing Festival. Driver Dino Crescentini of Rochester Hills, ME, a 10-year veteran of vintage racing, lost control of his 1977 Wolf Dallara Can-Am car car, which previously had been driven by Gilles Villeneuve. Unlike many historic motorsport venues, Mosport's track layout has remained mostly unchanged from its original form. The fastest ever recorded lap was taken by Ronaldo Capello in an Audi R10 TDI in qualifying for the 2008 Grand Prix of Mosport, with a time of 1:04.094. The lap record was set in the race for the meeting with Capello's Audi Sport North America teammate Marco Werner lapping in a time of 1:05.823. Canadian Motorsports Ventures Limited, which includes Orlando Corp. Chairman Carlo Fidani and Canadian road racing legend Ron Fellows, purchased the facility in June 2011. In February 2012, a partnership between Mosport and Canadian Tire was announced. The partnership includes a renaming of the track to Canada.The Motorsport Park. The partnership will help to upgrade the facility and improve the experience for spectators, participants, race teams, and corporate sponsors. Driver Development Area. In the spring of 2000, Mosport opened the Driver Development Center, a second 1.7 kilometers, 12-turn training circuit designed for driver development. The new course was designed by the owners and instructors of the Bridgestone Racing Academy and was designed specifically with fewer guardrails, walls and minimum blind corners to meet the needs of the driver and mechanic training program. Due to significant scheduling demands on the original Grand Prix circuit, the original Academy course was reconstructed and lengthened to a full racing course in the fall of 2013. The new track features two configuration options: a 2.2 km intermediate course, a 2.9 km advanced course, as well as a skid pad, a pit lane, and a multi-story event center with classrooms and other facilities. Mosport Speedway. Mosport Speedway was a 1/2-mile oval speedway located on the northwest corner of Canada.The Motorsport Park. The track featured 800-foot-long straightaways, 6-degree banked corners and 2 grandstands with seating for 8,500. The oval was constructed in 1989 as a dirt track originally called Mosport's Ascot North, named after the famous Ascot Park track in Gardena, California. The first event was scheduled in July 1989 and was to feature USAC midgets and sprint cars and the World of Outlaws. The races were cancelled after the initial heat races caused deep ruts in the corners and dislodging stones hidden under the clay. The track was paved that summer and renamed Mosport International Speedway. The track hosted a weekly Saturday night stock car racing program from May to September for 24 years. The stock car divisions included Pure Stock, Sportsman and Late Models. The oval also featured regular touring series including the ACT Series, ISMA Super Modifieds, OSCAAR, Lucas Oil Sportsman Cup, CASCAR Super Series and the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. The park announced the closing of the oval in July 2013 to accommodate the expansion of the Driver Development Center. Current series: IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. It was announced in September 2013 that Canada.The Motorsports Park was chosen to host an annual round of the IMSA United Sports Car Championship beginning in 2014. The new series replaced the American Le Mans Series as the feature race during the track's annual Sports Car Grand Prix, which is Canada's largest annual sports car race. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series raced at Canada.The Motorsport Park in September 2013, marking the first time the series has raced in Canada. Chevrolet was announced as the title sponsor, and the race is known as the Chevrolet Silverado 250. NASCAR Pinty's Series. The NASCAR Pinty's Series has visited the facility at least twice annually every year since its inaugural season in 2007. Currently the race is known as the Clarington 200 and takes place during the track's Victoria Day Speedfest weekend and its Chevrolet Silverado 250 weekend. Other series: Pirelli World Challenge, IMSA Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge, IMSA Prototype Lights, IMSA GT3 Cup Challenge, IMSA GT3 Cup Challenge Canada, Mazda MX-5 Cup, Porsche 944 Cup, Canadian Superbike Championship, Canadian Touring Car Championship, Toyota's F1600 Championship, Canadian Historic Grand Prix. The track also hosts vintage racing series, motorcycle racing, and Canadian Automobile Sport Club amateur events and lapping days. Photo gallery. Grand Prix circuit records. Former series and major race winners: FIA Formula One World Championship, FIA World Sports Car Championship, USAC Championship Car, FIM Road Racing World Championship, FIM Formula 750 World Championship, FIM World Superbike Championship, FIM Motocross World Championship, American Le Mans Series, IMSA GT Championship, Trans Am Series, Canadian Sports Car Championship, USAC Stock Car, SCCA Can-Am Series, SCCA Formula 5000 Atlantic Championship, Formula Super V Championship, CASCAR Super Series, ASH National Tour, USAC National Sprint Car Series. Music events: Strawberry Fields Festival, August 7 to 9, 1970. Canada Jam, August 26, 1978. Heatwave Festival, August 23, 1980. Eden Fest, July 12 to 14, 1996.